Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Waller's Wallet, and there's a new credit card called the X1 credit card coming to the market, and it does have some eye-catching attributes, but does this card deserve a spot in your wallet? Now, if you want a simple way to help out the channel, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, the X1 credit card is currently waitlisting people to get this card, and this card offers some different benefits than from what we've seen from other credit cards. But I do find this card intriguing, but I also have some concerns about it. Now, X1 looks to be taking a page out of the Apple Card playbook and doing a soft pull for people to see their credit limit and if they would be approved for this card. Then if you do decide to go through and apply for the card, a hard pull will be done at that time. And I think this is really great to see so people can have a better idea if they're going to be approved or not. And your credit limits are going to be based on income, not your credit score. And while X1 mentions getting credit limits up to 5 times the credit limits compared to normal banks, it looks like this is being based on the average credit limit of Generation Z users, which is around $4,500 they're calculating. So if X1 is using up to 5 times more credit limit based on that $4,500 average credit limit of Generation Z users, that means the highest credit limits we will see will be probably somewhere in the ballpark of $20,000, which I think is perfectly acceptable for many people. Now, the X1 card does have a sign-up bonus, but this is not a big flashy bonus by any means. But when you sign up for the X1 card, you're going to earn 4x points on all purchases for the first 30 days. Now, earning 4x points is pretty nice, but I think that 30-day period is a little bit short. I would have liked to seen this be a little bit longer since there's not that upfront bonus, or even just add an upfront bonus on this card even if it's not a big upfront bonus. Then taking a look at the earning rates on the X1 card are unique and are actually pretty solid because the X1 card normally earns double points on all purchases, but you can increase this to triple points on all purchases when you spend $15,000 on your card in a card member year. And the points you earn before spending that $15,000 will be retroactively given to you when you hit that $15,000 mark, and then you'll earn 3x for the rest of your card member year. So X1 is rewarding you more for using your card, which I think is always nice. Then finally, X1 has a pretty generous referral program because when someone signs up for the card using your personal referral link, you're going to earn 4x points on all purchases for 30 days per referral. So the more people you refer, the longer that 4x time frame is going to be. So if you had 10 people sign up for this card today, you would get 4x on all purchases for the next 10 months, which is actually pretty solid as long as you can get people to sign up through your link. And I think that's the issue that many people are going to run into here with this card because you need to keep referring people for that increased earning rate, and realistically, not everyone's going to be into this card. Although, I'm sure there will be plenty of people happy to get their hands on a 17-gram steel metal credit card. Now, I am actually on the waitlist for this card. I'm like 49,000 something. But if you want to join the waitlist, you can find my link in the description below. And if you use it, thank you very much. Now, taking a look at the annual fee, the X1 credit card has no annual fee, which is pretty great considering the earning rates you can get on this card. It also has no foreign transaction fees, which makes it a good card to use when traveling abroad. It also has no late fees. And these are all pretty great to see, and we can only hope that more banks implement some of these as well. Then taking a look at the redemption options, the X1 credit card, it earns points, but the redemptions on this card seem to be a bit limited because you can't transfer these points to airlines or hotels. You can't even redeem them for straight cash back. X1 offers different retailers which you can redeem your points at. Now this can be limiting since this list currently is not large, but they do mention they're going to be expanding this list in the future. But they do have some decent options like Airbnb, Alaska Airlines, Apple, Delta, JetBlue, and they have other retailers as well. And then as far as point values are concerned, the points are worth 1 cent per point, except some retailers will redeem at 2 cents per point. And to redeem your points, you do need to make the purchase on your credit card, then you use your points against this charge. This seems to be very similar to what we see with like the Capital One eraser function. Now, the piece that really piques my interest is this 2 cent per point redemption value. Because if you're redeeming at 2 cents per point, this turns those 2x earnings into a 4% return, the 3x earnings into a 6% return, and the 4x earning into an 8% return, which is actually pretty nuts for a card with no annual fee. But the big concern I have here is the retailers that you can redeem for 2 cents per point will be for select retailers. And the reason this concerns me is, will I get 2 cents per point at programs I find useful? Or will I get 2 cents per point at a place like Sonos, which I will never use? But having those select retailers be unknown makes me feel that 2 cent per point redemption value is more marketing and it'll be offered to less sought after retailers. That being said, we'll have to wait and see if that's actually true. Now, I do think many people will find these redemptions too restrictive and narrow compared to a straight cashback card, and I do agree with that. This is far more restrictive and provides less flexibility. But if you are someone who uses some of these retailers consistently, you might be tempted to give up some of that flexibility for those better returns, and this is really just going to depend on the person. Then taking a look at the other benefits, the X1 credit card offers some unique benefits that look to be geared towards privacy and safety. They offer automatic expiring virtual cards for free trials. So if you forget to cancel a free trial, you're not going to be charged. And this is actually pretty nice because there have been times when I've forgotten to cancel free trials and been charged for it later on. Then you'll also be able to cancel subscription payments with a single click right from the app. And I actually like this feature. I can't tell you how many times I've been searching on some website to cancel something and it's taken me far longer than it needed to be. You'll be able to make one-time use virtual cards. If you are someone who wants to keep your receipts together, you can attach them to your purchases. X1 has a feature where you basically get to spend in incognito mode to keep your personal information private. You'll receive instant notifications on refunds, and X1 will also adjust your credit limit based on your future income as well, which could be helpful for people as their income increases. This also helps keep your utilization lower, which helps improve your credit score. And some of the benefits of the X1 credit card look to keep your information safe, which I think we can all appreciate as places seem to not be able to properly protect our information. Now, there are parts about the X1 card that I really like, and some parts of it I'm not so keen on. First, let's talk about what I like about this card. Now, I actually like the benefits of this card and that it's not from a big bank. I know, this card doesn't have super fancy lounge access, but some of these benefits are actually practical and useful for daily life. And what I think we can hope here is that some of the banks implement some of these features to improve privacy for customers. Letting people see their application status before the hard pull is done is a very user-friendly way of doing things, and let's hope this trend continues as well. Their referral program is actually pretty nice, and you'll get a boost in your earning rates, which is always great. For those people earning 4x everywhere, this can be a solid non-bonus credit card because even at 4%, that's a great return, and 8% is just crazy. But even at the 2x rates, it could be good up to 4% back, which is really good. And that might be worth it for some people, even if the redemption options are more limited. Now let's talk about the things I'm concerned with and not a fan of. First, I don't know how offering 3 or even 4x earning rates is sustainable on a card with no annual fee for the long term. Don't get me wrong, I think it's great to see those rates, but I'm concerned there'll be high earning rates for a year and then they'll be cut or reduced later on. The redemption options are a bit restrictive for my liking, but there are actually retailers on here I would use. But if a retailer is removed, then that could negatively impact the customer, and I really do like the flexibility of cash back because I can just use it however I want. For example, I might consider using this card to earn rewards for my Airbnb stays, but if Airbnb disappears from this list, then I'd be forced to use another retailer to redeem my rewards, which reduces the value of this card for me. And this is definitely a limiting factor on this card. Then the 4x earning rates, I think these are very solid earning rates, but realistically speaking, how many people are going to be able to keep referring that many people to consistently get 4x back? And it really seems you need an audience of some sort to consistently earn 4x back. And even if you do have an audience, not all of your audience is going to be interested in this card. Now, I do have my name on the waitlist for this card, but I'm unsure if I'll actually apply for it because the sustainability and the redemption options are big question marks for me. But that being said, if you're someone who might have good income now or better income in the future, but have a less than stellar credit score, this could actually be useful to help you get your credit score on track. Or if you're someone looking for a single credit card to earn really well and you don't mind the limited redemption options. So tell me, are you going to be signing up for the X1 credit card? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in this video. If you want to help support the channel, take a look at the links down in the description below. And if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, feel free to share with them. And until next time, safe travel and take care.